Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Adulting with Angel. I am your host, Angel Mariah, and in today's video, I wanted to spice things up and do something a little different on my channel. I know so far this year I have been spieling advice, but today I wanted to share with you guys my everyday makeup look for corporate. We are transitioning from advice guru to fashion guru. We're gonna mix it together and we're gonna get this look, okay? First, we have the TikTok viral craze, the face glaze in Beauty Project Skin Barrier Veil. This I like to use on my face just to give me like a dewy look. I have very oily skin, and I feel like it's easier for me personally to combat oily skin by using a dewy look rather than trying to mattify my skin and then looking cakey. So this product is more so kind of like an element of skincare, which is why I like it, and I feel like it gives my skin a nice protective barrier before I apply any makeup. Then on top of this, I like to use the Pro Filter Soft Matte Primer. I use this because I feel like on the days that I don't use it in addition, my face gets oily quicker. So we're gonna throw this on today, just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. We love a little a Fenty moment. This is like my base layer. Simple. Once we have our nice primed face, I'm gonna do my eyebrows because I want to make sure my face has time to kind of like prime and get prepped. It probably doesn't need time, but I like to give it time. I use a couple different products for my eyebrows, but right now I'm trying to clean out all my old makeup products. So today we're going to use the Maybelline Brow Define and Fill Duo in Deep Brown. Again, this is an affordable option. Everything so far that I've used is super affordable, so keep that in mind. You don't have to spend a lot of money to look good. So I like to do for my eyebrows, I like to just do a nice sharp line underneath them to give them some definition, and then just kind of like do the fluffy brow look. Even though I don't like the fluffy brow look, that's how I describe it, so you like get what I'm saying. Now for eyebrows, they always suggest you start in the middle and then work your way forward. Personally, I don't think it matters because I am not a makeup girly. I am a corporate baddie. I always recommend any type of spoolie brush to kind of just like push that product through all the way and blend it out so you don't look crazy. We don't want crazy. Now I'm going to use the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. So I personally use normally all Benefit products. I think my eyebrow pen from Benefit is in my travel bag, but this is just to set your eyebrows. I know this is kind of like the look that the girls have been going for recently, kind of like the messy brow look. I don't like messy anything. I don't like a messy, nothing messy. I don't like a messy bun, nothing. I like nice, clean, sleek, everything. Except for my brow, because that place is definitely giving messy. Like, oh, jump scare. Anyways, we're gonna keep it moving. Now we're gonna go in with our color corrector, concealer, whatever, dark spot remedyfier. I'm using two different shades. I'm using the Fit Me Cafe 50 from Maybelline and the NARS Dark Zero Chocolate. I have to mix these together because my skin is giving multiple choice. Normally I start with the darker shade. I like to just go in. So anywhere I have a dark spot on my face that we don't want a dark spot, we're going to cover it. Now I'm going to take the lighter shade. I'm going to go right under my eyes to brighten. I don't really need to brighten, but sometimes I do just for fun. Now you can kind of see this is kind of brightening up, and then these are kind of darker. But when I blend it out, it's gonna be giving. When we have our concealer, I like to just leave a line here. This line here, it's gonna make your eyeshadow application chef's kiss. Okay, and I'm gonna give this about like 3 minutes to kind of like set and oxidize, that way the color matches there, and then we will move on to my foundation. It looks a little funky, but it's a trusted process moment. And we're gonna keep it nice and sharp right by the eye and blend it down. Is it just me, but like in the winter, I feel like every day my skin just loses like 15 shades of melanin. So now we're at the base. Now that all of our skin is kind of covered by that concealer, I'm going to use the Fenty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint just to make my face one shade. As I said, my concealers are kind of all over the place right now, so this is a very sheer product from my girl, Miss Robin Fenty herself, Miss Super Bowl halftime queen. This is in the shade 19. I think I got this off the Fenty website. The Fenty website always got some type of discount going on. Also, for my girlies who are always balling on a budget like myself, if you live near a cosmetic company store, you need to go. Again, not a beauty guru, but I'm just letting you know, get a discount. Now we have my Fenty Beauty foundation brush in the shade 110. You can really use anything. I got this like free gift with purchase. I did not buy a Fenty, like I have so many brushes like from over the years. You can use a beauty blender, you can use this. I like to keep my makeup very sheer and light. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this girl out. Also, the reason I like to keep my makeup very sheer and almost like skin-like or like natural, or what are we calling it? What are we calling it right now? We're calling it the it girl look, or like clean girl. Clean girl, that's what we're calling it now. Been doing that for years. Okay, now I know what I want to do. Now we're going to use a bronzer. This is going to be the Fenty Beauty Mocha Mommy bronzer. This, I have like 4 of them. This is, I think, the newest one. I just threw one away because makeup expires. Ooh. She's gonna bring the melanin back to my skin. I'm gonna use an angled brush. This is, I think, from Morphe from like 2013. And I'm gonna go like right around the rim of my headband. It's usually why I leave my headband on when I film, because it makes it easier for me to know where to put my makeup. No, that's kind of silly, but this is gonna warm your face up, and you don't have to use this. Like, this is just what I do. So if the girlies ever want to know what like I'm bringing to the table, it's this. Also, the TikTok girlies say to put it on your nose. So sometimes I put it on my nose, okay? Just sometimes. Rudolph, you know. Now, we're gonna use the same bronzer as our eyeshadow. We're gonna just use this brush right here, little fluffy whatever, and we're gonna go right into our eyelid, and we're just gonna bronze it up. I like to just do this because, one, it just makes you look put together. I just think it wakes your face up. It brings some more dimension to your eye, the same way that bronzer brings dimension to your face. It brings that same energy to your eye. 9 times out of 10, I will use the Makeup Shayla Dulce Colors Wifey eyeshadow palette because, manifesting for 2023. But I like to add some more dimension, and I will use like a dark brown and a glitter lid. If you ever catch me in public, glitter lid, it's the gold glitter lid, has been working for me since 2015, and I'm gonna stick to it. Bronzer, you need this one. I'm gonna do a little bit of blush. I know blush is in right now. I just got this MAC blush. Look how bright it is. This brush was like $20 maybe. It's the Full Fuchsia Frost Powder Blush. We're gonna go back in with the same brush we did our bronzer with, and we're gonna dip it in here just a little bit, and we're gonna go right in like our eye crease area, like right in the top. Oh, I love blush. Now, trust the process, because I look like I got beat up a little bit. Now we're going to use my favorite highlighter of all time, which is the Becca Champagne Pop, which is now sold by Smashbox because apparently Becca went out of business and I didn't know. This is like one option. You can use a fan brush. This is what people usually use for their highlighter. You just go like up the cheekbone like that. One thing about me is I feel like this is doing too much. I want to be TikTok girly, but I'm not. So now I'm going to just take a flat kabuki brush, and I tend to just like to blend those together just to like kind of dull it down, and I feel like it looks really good when it's blended together, in my opinion. Now, sometimes if I feel like I did too much, I'll take my foundation brush and I'll go right under my cheekbone and just kind of clean it up. because you want to get flawless. And I think now with the winter, like having a nice rosy face, it just looks refreshing. Like, oh, I was outside in the cold and now I'm inside. And take my Fix Plus and let it just do your thing, 21, do your thing. Next, I'm just gonna use this MAC Posh Pit Luster Glass lipstick, which is basically a colored gloss lipstick form, and just go over my lips to give it some color. You could always do more, you could always do less, but this for me is like a staple. The look, the products themselves are pretty cheap. You could always find dupes. I know people love a good dupe in 2023. If this was helpful to like anybody, please let me know. I can make more videos like this. I also want to make a interview outfit video, so hopefully this is like a step in the right direction. Yeah. Also, there's no like face like thing. This is just, I just wanted to make sure that y'all know I'm a real one.